Sare ga ma re sa ga ma sa ga re ma ga sa re ma re ga sa ma ga re sa ma sa re ma ga re sa ma ga sa ma re ga ma sa re ga re ma sa ga ma re sa ga. 15 years ago, you will not believe, but there was no classical music in my life. I was once rejected by a teacher saying that he cannot teach from such a beginner level. Sare ga ma pa dha ni sare ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Yes, I learned from the YouTube University. Namaskar. Pranam everyone. What you heard just now, a 2.5 octave voice range, fast taans in akar and speedy sargams. This isn't to show you my skills, but to give you a confidence that you can do it too. Yes, even if you are not from a musical background, even if you are a full-time job holder or having other commitments, I have done it, and that's exactly why I am sharing my story today with all of you. It has taken me 14 years to reach here, and when I look back, I see how far this journey has come. You might be thinking, he must have started young, or maybe he has God gifted voice. But well, none of that is true. No famous guru, no music degree, no God gifted voice, no family music background as well. doing my non-music studies and career parallelly. And I didn't even have early exposure to classical music. 15 years ago, you will not believe, but there was no classical music in my life. And now, there is only classical music. Let me take you back. When I was 18, I hardly knew what tal or rag was used in any classical performance. I had only basic idea of classical music based on couple of Gandharva Mahavidyalaya exams which I gave in the school time. At 24, when I decided to start learning classical music dedicatedly, an elderly teacher rejected me, saying that I cannot teach someone at such a basic level considering his age. Well, the disappointment at that time could have been end of my musical journey, but fortunately it wasn't. I kept inquiring for a teacher and learning from whenever possible. Yes, even I learned from the YouTube University. Many people joke about learning from YouTube these days, but if you make right choices and stay patient, it can truly work. Believe me or not, but I learned to tune and play Tanpura from YouTube. This one, same Tanpura. I learned it by watching YouTube videos. Once I visited a Tanpura maker's shop and he praised me for my Tanpura tuning skills. Well, he did not know that I learned it online and I also prefer to keep quiet. In the beginning days, I was just like many of you. I was singing offbeat. I was unable to sing in tal. I was singing ma but calling it as per and the as ni. I was struggling to even hit upper per with C sharp. And now what you heard in the beginning was D sharp. I was completely confused about my pitch. Whether it's C, whether it's D, whether it's D sharp, C sharp, no idea. My voice has no modulation to sing a taan or murki. I remember once my teacher said, it feels like swabbing a surface with a cotton when he heard my taan. I was that bad. I did not understand chest voice versus throat voice. I couldn't recognize ragas. I had no idea how to improvise or do rag vistar. I couldn't construct my own taan, and the list goes on. Those were the years of confusion, but I kept going. So, if there were so many issues, how I reached this level of singing which you heard in the beginning? Let me break few myths first. Did I practice 8 to 10 hours a day? No. Did I have did I leave everything to focus only on music? Not at all. Did I wake up at 3 a.m. to do riyaz? Never. Was I encouraged by my family to practice music every day? Not really. Instead, they used to tell me, why do you practice every day? You are not going to do music as a career, right? So then, what I did to reach at this level? That I'm going to tell you in this video. But before that, let me tell you few other things. I was studying. I was doing full-time work. I lived alone for 4 to 5 years. I was managing my home, cooking, exercise, and all other things. I was even pursuing higher studies like MBA parallelly. And still, I could manage 1 to 2 hours in a day to do a practice of music, and I followed it dedicatedly and consistently. And you see, this is the result. I think I have addressed almost every excuse that anyone can give for not to start their musical journey, right? So nothing should stop you, whether you're doing a job, whether you are studying, or any other activities. Of course, I am going to be there to help you with my YouTube channel. I started learning classical music properly at the age of 24. If I could do it, definitely you can. Age, profession, and other excuses, they should not be barriers. You don't need to give up your current life. Just carve 30 to 60 minutes in a day. Stay patient, keep learning, keep correcting, and improving yourself. It took me 14 years, but you need not take that long because I will be sharing what I learned with all of you. Let me also share some transitions in my journey. Listening. It is such an important part of learning any language, and same goes for the music as well. When I first started out, I used to attend lot of musical programs and concerts just to develop my ear. This was about 10 to 12 years ago, back then when internet access wasn't that easy as it is today. So I would buy CDs whenever I could find them, and then I used to copy those CDs on my PC. Then eventually I started building my own music collection. Later, I began listening to music on my phone. That time, there wasn't that much space available on my phone because all this memory card and all, they were not that cheap that time. And then I remember when I started working as an intern in a research institute, I got access to free Wi-Fi. That was game changer. I downloaded tons of YouTube videos and really expanded my musical library. Well, today we have phones which have good storage. We also have data like the Geo, which has given us a cheap data, free Wi-Fi, everything. But 8 to 10 years ago, there was a different situation. At least it was different for me. But I kept collecting the music from wherever possible and tried to listen to it. It truly helped me to develop an ear and acquire a taste for classical music. And not only that, but it is still helping me to progress fast in my musical journey. So, if I had to break my musical journey into 10 key steps, here is what I think I did. First, I attended lot of live concert and listened to a lot of digital music to develop my musical ear for classical music. Then, second, I studied artists on YouTube through repeated listening. I also tried to learn different techniques from the artist workshop, interviews on YouTube, and so on. Third, I read about classical music rules and theory online as well as from the books. Fourth, I used the apps and tools for daily practice. Fifth one, important, very important, I found a good teacher to get feedback and guidance for my voice. Mostly the classes used to be on weekends, but they were necessary to shape my voice. I am giving a link in the description about my teacher's Nijashri Music Academy in Pune, and also a link of online classes which I used to take from Pandit Ajay Chakravarti's Shruti Nandan Institute. Sixth one, I practice daily at least for 55 to 60 minutes. Seventh, I used to sing with digital tanpura on my phone, even in the bathroom. Actually, I still do it. Time is valuable. Just you need to find time for riyaz whenever possible without getting excuse of busy schedule. Eighth one, I recorded myself, reviewed, and stayed open to feedback from my family, friends, and teacher. I was fortunate enough that my neighbors did not complain about my riyaz. Ninth one, I used to think about music a lot. What all I can do. I used to analyze things. Whenever I get any free time in a day, I used to think about music and my performance. And last one, I invested in learning music classes, instruments, tanpura, digital tabla, and also in the music workshops. Now, you might think, does it really cost too much? Do you need hi-fi setup and accessories to succeed? Well, not really. I couldn't afford my own acoustic tanpura initially. This one. I started with a tanpura CD and old second-hand harmonium. Eventually, I got a second-hand tanpura, luckily a good one. Same one, I'm still using it. Later, I purchased an electronic tabla. So, start simple, stay steady, and you will succeed. This journey, my practice, wasn't just riyaz, but it was a reflection. I made sure to keep my eyes and ears open. I was always observing, always listening, and learning. Whenever I came across any new information, I used to verify it from different sources. It is so important to stay open minded and to unlearn and relearn things because honestly, sometimes we don't know the full reality until much later. And if we stick to the same old concepts, then they restrict our growth. Self analysis played a very big role in my journey. Understanding my mistakes and then actively working on them, correcting them, it has helped me a lot. Feedback, it was another important part, especially from my family. Even though they couldn't give me any technical feedback because they don't know much about classical music, their honest reactions were very valuable. Like, if they said, this part didn't sound that great, or today, whatever you sang, na, it sounded nice. So then I would go back. I would listen and try to understand technical side behind it. What clicked to them? What did they like? What they did not like? Then I used to polish those pieces which did not feel that good to my family members. I used to rectify them, correct them, and then I made sure that I correct those mistakes and improve my voice as well as my music. I just kept learning, experimenting, and correcting, even though things did not work initially. I remember once I had recorded a piece for a competition, online competition, but after listening back to that, I noticed so many mistakes that I never ended up sending that to that competition. Was the journey easy? Of course not. There were times of uncertainty, frustration, but I stayed patient. For past 8 to 10 years, I haven't posted any singing videos on social media. I haven't given any major public performances to showcase my art. I just focus on learning. And this, what you can see, is the result of my journey. You know, sometimes I feel that learning music, especially Indian classical music, is like building a house. First, there is cement and bricks. Then comes wall, plaster, color, and eventually it turns out to be a home. Learning music is just like that. We learn different techniques, we polish them, then correct them, and then all together it creates a performance. It takes time, years, and patience. Now, the question, why this YouTube channel? Well, I am not famous. I haven't performed on big stages, but I know what I have learned is valuable, and that's why I would like to share it with all of you through this YouTube channel, Sur Sadak. I want to share, I want to help and simplify the things so that you can learn Indian classical music without leaving your job or changing your lifestyle, or even if you are starting as a kid in the journey of music. We are always sadhaks. The subject is so vast that learning is never ending process. I am still learning and I believe that there is so much more to learn. Traditional music has timeless value, but in digital age it needs new representation. So let us walk this path through the medium of YouTube. What do you say? In the upcoming videos, I will be sharing techniques, insights, and tools, everything that has helped me on this path. It is easier to ask everyone to copy what I did, but I am going to share such techniques which will make you stand on your feet and need not copy anyone. So let us meet soon in the next video. Till then, stay connected, keep learning, keep singing, and take care. Namaskar.